What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be taking you through a full day of eating on a low carb day. So last full day of eating was considered a high carb day, but I'm going back to carb cycling. So it is currently 6:30, which is usually when I eat my first meal of the day. Well, technically it's my second meal, because my first meal is going to be my pre-workout drink. And the reason why I have to count those macros is because there is 24 grams of carbs in there for my pre-workout drink. So meal number one was basically 100 calories, 24 carbs. I'll put that on the screen. That was my pre-workout. But then meal number two, I consider it like my first meal. My actual breakfast always takes place at 6:30. This is what it has been consisting of on my low carb days. So we got 3 eggs. We got some cheese. We got 2 slices of bacon. We got a cup of egg whites. So basically it is an omelet. Today is also March 9th, which means I'm about 2 weeks out from my first DECA event of the year. Now this morning's workout actually was supposed to be DECA focused. So it's gonna be like it's gonna include cardio and then some of the actual stations that I would do on the DECA event. However, I woke up and I think I'm getting sick. Little mama over there, she's super sick. So big mama's at work today. So daddy duty is in full effect, where I got to take care of little mama all day, but she does not sound good. And I think I'm getting sick because I feel like my throat doesn't feel right. So when I was doing the cardio, or when I was doing this morning's workout, it did not feel like how it was supposed to. I did, however, weigh in at 204 this morning. That is the reason why I'm on a low carb day, because I'm trying to get to at least 200, maybe for the event. So 2 weeks out, I could probably do 200. It'd be cool to get down to 196, 198, because obviously you guys know I've been trying to drop weight for this event. So I could look lean, mean, fighting machine. Eggs are almost done. My eggs look actually really funny. They don't look that appealing, but it is pretty good. So let me whip this up. I call this the Frodo breakfast, or Samwise Gamgee breakfast, and I think it's because I literally picture them eating this on their way to Mordor. So you got some bacon, you got some egg whites, you got some eggs. So nice little combination. I also add a little bit of ketchup and salsa to it, just to spice things up a little bit. Now I was not planning on actually switching back to carb cycling, like low carb, high carb days. However, I kind of hit a plateau when it comes to my weight loss, so I figured go to what I know and what I know has worked in the past. So this is what a bite looks like. Nice and yummy. I'm telling you, I feel like Frodo. So the macros for meal number one: 541 calories, 58 grams of protein, so big protein. Only 4 carbs, and then 30 grams of fat. So on my low carb days, it's low carb, high fats. So what I've noticed, at least with me, is I stay fuller longer when I'm on low carb. Fats keep me full. Carbs, on my high carb days, I'll eat like a big breakfast that has like a bagel, banana, honey, eggs, all that stuff. And within like an hour and a half, I'm already hungry. However, when I do a low carb day with high fats, fats keep me full. Now, I'll be honest, carbs are a lot funner. Like, I'd much rather have a bagel, banana, and honey than just all this protein and fat. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So once I finish this meal, plan is obviously take care of little mama today, make sure she's feeling good. We gotta go get groceries, then come back. I planned on doing a lot of stuff outside, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Gotta get you better, mama. Gotta get you better. Once I get all the groceries and everything, my next meal will probably be about 9:30, 10, depending on when I'm hungry. On weekends, I like to space out my meals. So when I'm, because I notice that if I eat too soon, like throughout the day, I finish all my meals early, chances are I'm gonna probably break my diet and eat something bad. That's why sometimes it's a benefit to being at work, because when I'm at work, I could keep on a schedule because I don't have all of the stuff in the house right next to me. I literally only...
Mommy went to work too.
After we eat breakfast, we're gonna go get some groceries and then come back. So I'm gonna finish this. Now I'll catch up with you guys for my next meal. So it is 9:30, which means it is time for meal number 2. So this meal is usually actually eaten at work. This is like my morning snack. Now this is something that obviously you can eat cold. You could do it as overnight oats. Or, like me, for today, I'm gonna do it as hot oatmeal. But all it is, half a cup of oats. You okay over there, Mama? Okay. So I weigh out 40 grams of oats, which is a half a cup. So even though it is a low carb day, I still like to have some oatmeal, because like I said, or some carbs, because I do like me some carbs. Do about 5 ounces of milk, almond milk. I get 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, which makes the world a difference. As for my protein today, I'm gonna go vegan power, which this one is chocolate frost. Now, if you've been following this channel for a while, then you know this is like one of my go-to meals. I pretty much have been having this for pretty much the last year. Oats have been a staple, whether it's a high carb day, a low carb day. Actually, if you wanted to even be lower carbs, which I think by the end of the day, I think I'm at like 120 something grams of carbs. If I wanted to be even lower, bless you, Mama, I could take out the oats and I could replace it with like yogurt, like Greek yogurt. And I was actually gonna do that this morning, but since I did work out, bless you, Mama. Since I did work out, I figured I'd just keep it. Bless you. So now I do 1 scoop of protein. And then, like I said, I gotta do 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. So that is about basically 16. Bless you, Mama. 17, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. What movie is that from? If you don't know that movie, you're not American. Probably gonna need a little bit more almond milk, I think. Yeah, not mixing up that well. So the way, when I'm at work, what I'll do is I'll put this in the night before. Yeah, I screwed this one up. I put this all in the night before, so I do 5 ounces of almond milk, I do a scoop of protein, I do the peanut butter, I mix it up, and then it sits overnight, so it obviously becomes a little thicker. And then when I get to work at 9:30, I'll microwave it and it comes out like perfect. So the texture's a little bit different because I usually don't make it right on the spot, but it actually doesn't look too bad. But peanut butter in my oats have been a game changer because peanut butter is just delicious. And it fills me up, like I said. So I added a little bit more almond milk, so now I'm probably up to about a cup, maybe 8 ounces. But I will show you what it looks like. This is what nice and hot. So the peanut butter mixed with chocolate frost, delicious. The macros for this bad boy, so it's 9:30 on the dot, like I said. I believe this is my highest carb meal of the day. So macros for this, 374 calories, 30 grams of protein, 35 grams of carbs, and 14 grams of fat. Yeah, this is bomb. Yeah, this is, oats is probably one of my favorite meals. So meal number 2 is done. That was delicious. So if you're wondering what my actual meal or carb cycling looks like right now. So Sunday, I'll start with Monday. Monday is going to be low carb. Tuesday is going to be low carb. Wednesday will be high carb. Thursday low. Friday low. Today's Saturday. Saturday is going to be low. Sunday is going to be like a refeed, possibly high carb day / cheat day. And the reason why is because every Sunday I get donuts with my daughter. So if I'm feeling it, I'll just turn it into a cheat day. If I'm not feeling like going all out, then I'll just do obviously like donuts in the morning and then a high carb day. And like I said, I switched that up mainly just because I love carbs, and I feel them a lot better in my workouts, but I really like the way I look on low carb. So I'm trying to find obviously the balance. I'm still figuring this thing out. But like I said, I got my DECA event, which is in 2 weeks, where I'm going to be doing the DECA Strong with my dad. So I'm excited for that. And then I'm going to be doing the DECA Mile right after. And then possibly the next month, so April, right? Oh my gosh, we're already in April. April, I'm going to be probably doing the DECA Fit, which that's in Anaheim. And then I still have not decided what I'm going to be doing in May. There's a couple of Spartan races I'm looking at. My buddy just signed up for a half marathon. I may do that with him. That one would be pretty cool. And then there's also High Rocks. So it's basically like two or three things I could do in May. But my goal is, my birthday is obviously May 2nd. So I'm about 8 weeks out from my birthday. I'd like to be below 200, obviously, for my birthday. So I'm really thinking, actually, I'm probably going to do like a 8 to 12 week prep to get below 10%, or to get to 10%. My last video I talked about how I was 12.9%. I would really like to get to 10%, just because 10%, I mean, that's obviously not your average body fat percentage for a father, husband, 33-year-old male. I don't think it's in the 10%. Also, I think it would just be a good baseline for me to try to maintain. I think I would like the way I look, where I'm not far off, where if I want to cut down, it would be maybe like 4 weeks and then I could get super lean for a certain event. But it's also, if I put on some size, it's not too hard to get back from. So I think 10% would be realistically an ideal body weight for me. And like I said, in order for me to get to 10% off that in-body scan I did last time, that in-body scan last time, basically I said I had like 177 pounds, I think, of lean body weight. Yeah, so 177 pounds of lean body weight. So if I take 177, divide that by, I think, 196, yeah, that puts me at 10%, I think. I could either be 196, yeah, 196. So if I could get down to 196, that would be 10% body fat. Realistically, that's only 8 pounds away. If I lost 2 pounds a week, it's really only a month. And then obviously if I did a pound a week, then it'd be 8 weeks. So I think that's what I'm shooting for. I think this is going to be the start of a 8-week hunt for 10% body fat. But 196, I think I would feel really good about myself. I think I'd still be able to perform really well. Once I get to 196, then I could obviously up my calories to maintenance so I could eat more. So just a lot of things that obviously I have in the back of my mind when it comes to this. I'm still working on that 8-week program. I'm still kind of fine-tuning it of what exactly it looks like. But as of right now, this is going to be the carb cycling plan that I use to get to that 10% body fat. So if I could do it in 8 weeks, as of today, 8, it would be on May 4th, so my birthday weekend. That's official. That's a good goal. That is official. So as of right now, my goal is to be to do 196 come May 4th, my birthday weekend. So 34 years old, coming in at 10% body fat. That will be my goal, and roughly weighing about 196 pounds. Now, nothing to it but to do it, just trying to lock in. But this is what my low carb day is going to look like. So my goal is to obviously implement these calories, the carb or the macros, track obviously next week and see if I lose weight. So I'm still gonna be tracking my daily calories, my daily step count, my daily calories burnt, and then, like I said, just taking an average every Saturday to see if I'm losing weight. But if I could lose 1 pound to 1.5 pounds, I'd be cool with that. Goal, May 4th, 196 pounds, 10% body fat, looking like an absolute beast for my 34th birthday. That is the goal. So stay tuned. All right, so it is 12:30, which means now it is time for lunch. I already made lunch for little mama, gave her medicine, and now she should be falling asleep, taking a nap. Tell you one thing, when you have a sick child, you pretty much don't get nothing done. My job for the day is to try and get little mama feeling better. So that means all the yard work and all the honey-do list is gonna have to wait. And the fact that my throat doesn't feel that good because I'm pretty sure I'm getting sick is just not fun. Anyways, so for lunch I got 7 ounces of ground turkey. If you know me, then you know I eat ground turkey pretty much every day for lunch. So my only go-to proteins, like I said, are either eggs, chicken thighs. I do not mess with chicken breasts. They're just too tough. And then ground turkey. I couldn't tell you the last time I had ground beef. Nothing against ground beef. I've just had ground turkey for so long that when Cassie and I tried to spice it up a little bit and like have ground beef, it tasted really greasy. So I know now that I'm not really a fan of ground beef. Unless I'm out. If I'm out eating, I'll obviously get like a burger or anything like that. But my go-to is always going to be ground turkey. And then I'm also going to do some almonds. Almonds are very high in fat. They have some carbs in them, but not a lot. And I get to eat 50 grams of them. And these almonds are delicious. It's crazy how much calories are in almonds since they are obviously a fat. Now sometimes I'll actually have, and I should have done it, but I totally forgot, I'll do steamed broccoli with it just so that it's a different texture. A different texture and a different color, because since there's no rice in this, obviously I'll put some like ketchup on it, but look how boring this looks. So nothing exciting about that. Oh, whoa, too much steam. So literally just ground turkey, 50 grams of, if I had like broccoli, it would probably look more appealing. So that's my fault, but I'm gonna cook some later so that when Cassie gets home, we could have some for dinner. So this is meal number 3. This would be my lunch. So this one, 554 calories, 43 grams of protein, 10 carbs, so again, very low carbs, and then 38 grams of fat, so higher fat. And this should hold me over until my afternoon snack. It's a beautiful day outside, but we're not really doing anything outside. We've just been kind of vegging around. This is not what a typical Saturday looks like. Usually we're running errands, playing in the backyard. Since Cassie works on Saturdays, I'm on like daddy duty. I call it daddy-daughter day every Saturday. But anyways, I want to keep being quiet because Adeline is sleeping. I'm going to eat this. And then by the time she wakes up from a nap, it will be time for afternoon snack. But I think right now, I'm either going to watch Halo or Lord of the Rings, because it's one of my favorite movies ever made. Adeline took her nap, which means it is time for smoothie. I'm just making my shake, Mama, and then I'll be out there. Alright, so what is going in this shake? I'm gonna do 4 ounces. You want to sit on the counter while I make my shake? Okay, you sit right here. Need some ice, huh, Mama? It's nice and cold. You showing them your kitty cat and your doggy. 1 cup of Greek yogurt. This is my go-to. 1 cup of Greek yogurt. A little bit of ice. Boop. Boop, boop. Mixy, mixy. Oh, goodness. So I did 4 ounces almond milk.
It tastes good.
It tastes good. Did 1 cup of Greek yogurt.
I know that.
I'm going to do 1 scoop of milk chocolate level 1. This is like their meal replacement protein. And then I just recently... You can smell this one. Huh?
Mama's good.
Smell good, huh? Then I just recently started doing this.
I never tried that before.
No, you never tried this one. And I absolutely love it. It's 1 scoop of red velvet collagen. So there's 15 grams of protein in that.
That is so good.
Smells good, huh, Mama? And then, since it's a low carb day, I believe I got some more fats.
There is a peanut butter.
Yep, I got 16 more grams of peanut butter. Let's get a good scoop. And then I put that right in there. Bada bing, bada boom.
Can I taste that?
Yeah, go ahead. And I need my cap.
Does doggies like peanut butter?
Oh, dogs love peanut butter. Then we mix it all up. Mixy, mixy. Oh, you got it bigger.
You like that?
No, I'm okay. I'm gonna have this. This looks good.
Can I taste the mousse? I taste it?
You can have 1 little sip. You want a straw?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty good, huh?
Good.
It's good, huh? You want to make your own? Okay, I'll make you one.
Yeah. That will be yummy. Yeah, that will be yummy. Mommy will. Dad might hug you. Wait, he's hugging it there.
Your tummy's hungry?
Yeah, there. He didn't eat that much. He ate that much. Oh, that much. Oh, that much of a peanut butter sandwich. But he did eat some more. He did.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Some mousse. Look at my tummy. He's still hungry.
Your tummy's still
Yeah,
hungry?
Tummy, you did eat more. Because you died me a mousse now.
So the macros for this afternoon smoothie.
Yeah, after the mousse, so I didn't make my. Dad didn't make my. Oh, that was 47 today.
444 calories, 61 grams of protein.
And my hair is up in the ponytail. Yeah, this is that one right here. So it doesn't bother me.
17 carbs and 16 grams of fat. So
That's a separate taste of
this is my afternoon snack. I usually
That was a 2 minutes of
Hold on.
saying.
I usually drink this right when I get home from work, and then this will hold me over until dinner.
Until dinner, he did up of work. And then he taps over the about taps. Then the DC taps over here after.
So now I'm gonna finish this, and then go play outside with little mama.
Yeah, with my little mama, and I have a pixie that I can read the basta. That was little Poppy. Uncle Poppy was here, and the mommy was here, and Daddy, he was at work. With that was say happy my ears saddle.
You ready to go outside, mama?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, say bye. See you later.
See you later. I want my mousse.
Okay, let me make you a smoothie. So dinner is done. It is currently 8:30. I ate at about 6:30. But you already know, when I'm eating dinner with my family, I do not film. And I'm pretty sure I'm getting sick because my throat does not feel good. I feel like I'm getting congested, so I need to go to bed. hopefully get some sleep, hopefully wake up feeling better. We lose an hour of sleep tonight, so that'll be fun. But anyways, for dinner was basically chicken taco. It was 6 ounces of chicken thighs, which I cooked in the crock pot, which was like basically salsa, taco seasoning. And then I did 1 tortilla wrap of the carb ones, the carb flour tortillas, and then half avocado. So I'll basically throw the tortilla in a pan with a little bit of avocado spray, and then flip it so it's kind of like nice and crunchy. And then I put the chicken thighs on top, half avocado on top, basically like a little tostada. But it's 400. The macros for this is 491 calories, 43 grams of protein, 33 carbs, and 31 grams of fat. So the entire macros for the day, for this low carb day, came out to 2,504 calories, 235 grams of protein, 123 grams of carbs, and then 129 grams of fat. I also did consume 38 grams of fiber. So technically you could take the 38 grams of fiber, basically like 85 carbs is what I consumed today. That is what I will be doing. So that is what my macros will look like. Like I said, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Roughly around 2,500 calories. I'm going to keep at that as long as I keep losing weight. I'm going to test it out, see if I lose weight. If I drop weight, drop body fat, then I'll maintain that. I will not decrease calories until I hit another plateau. So, like I said, I switched it up, trying to get back into actually paying attention to it, my diet, my nutrition, because I've been kind of slacking. I've had a couple events where I will have like a free meal. I'm still probably at about, I wouldn't say I'm 90-10, 90% clean, 10% cheat, like free meals. I'm probably closer to 80-20, and that's where I'm not really like, I haven't gained any weight, but I haven't lost any weight. I'm pretty much just stuck right around averaging 204, but like I said, I want to get down to 196 so I can say that I'm 10% body fat and be happy with how I look and perform, because right now I'm not too happy with how I look and perform. And if I get sick, which like I said, as soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to bed, trying to get some sleep, trying to get some rest, because I really don't want to get sick. I swear, every time I get into this, like, okay, time to lock it in, time to lose some weight, time to stick to my diet, I always end up getting sick. Hopefully it's not like how I got sick for Halloween and it lasted like a month. But anyways, that wraps up this full day of eating on a low carb day. If you have any questions, comment below. I'll answer all your questions that you guys do have. And then you guys already know the motto: stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, don't be average. And don't get sick, because it just messes up everything.